Hi, I'm Coach Marty Rygiel, and this is my video real estate coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be what home improvements to make before selling. I've spent over 15 years of my professional career coaching homeowners and realtors of how to successfully and effectively market and sell their real estate. And while there are many home improvements we can make prior to selling our home, it is always important to consider the return on your investment. So what prompted me to make this video today is a letter that I received from one of our clients. Jeff from Texas writes, Dear Coach Marty, we are selling our home in Texas after 20 years and looking to downsize. Our home is in a very nice neighborhood and we think it should sell quickly, but we want to make sure that we get the most out of our sale as we plan on using some of our proceeds for retirement. Great idea. We have taken good care of our home, however, much of the interior is a bit dated. We have been considering upgrading our kitchen and redoing all the flooring throughout the home. Do you think this is a worthwhile effort? What are some of the things that we can do to ensure the highest selling price? This is a fantastic question, Jeff. Again, let's go back to focusing on improvements that yield the highest return on your investment. So, as an example, kitchen and bathrooms are actually a good investment. However, on average, and this is an average figure, you will receive approximately 80% of what you put in. Flooring, a little bit of a different story. We see returns of 50 to 60%, although if it's an entire package of an entire makeover, you may yield more. So again, if you're only picking and choosing certain parts of the home that you want to update, the return on your investment is likely not going to be there. The one thing that you absolutely should have a critical look at right away is the structure of the house, because it seems like you're in a great neighborhood. You've taken care of this property. It is a bit dated. There is definitely a buyer out there that will see value and certainly will look forward to doing some of the improvements on their own. But the structure of the home is absolutely critical in this case. So make sure that you don't have anything such as a leaky roof or leaky windows. That really goes a long way, in terms of no matter how beautiful your kitchen may be, if you've got a leaky roof, that really doesn't tell a good story about your home. Address those structural issues first. That being said, there are some things you can do that will pay big dividends in the work and the money that you put in. And these are really, really simple things to do. And the first thing that you should take a look at is decluttering your home. Very simple. Ensure that your kitchen counters, your bathroom counters, are not full of knickknacks. Simple things such as magnets, and we all have all sorts of different things that we put on our fridges. Remove those as well. You really want to kind of neutralize the look of the home so that it appeals to every potential buyer. Here's a great opportunity to really kind of look at the layout of your furniture, especially if you've lived in the home for over 20 years. You've made yourself rather quite comfortable. And while comfortable is great for you, it may not always be appealing to the eye. So if you have any bulky furniture that may clutter up your space, now is a great time to either sell that furniture, which sounds like, if you're downsizing, may not fit into your new home, or simply just find a place, either in the garage or if you have an unfinished basement, to put it away. Opening up your space will make the home a lot more inviting. And now going to simple cosmetic improvements. First impressions are the most important ones. And what do people see when they come into your home? It's the curb appeal, right? It's your front door. A lot of folks neglect to address that the first thing that a potential buyer sees when they come to see your home is actually your front door. Spend the 20, 30 bucks, get some good paint and paint your front door. While you're at it, please make sure that your doorbell works. This really speaks volumes to the upkeep of the home. Again, speaking of curb appeal, depending on, obviously in Texas, you're probably experiencing good weather all year round. A great idea is to put mulch to your gardens and manicure your lawn, trim any overgrown hedges. So again, we're addressing that first impression, and that first impression, folks, goes a long, long way. Deodorize the home. What's the first thing that folks will see and feel when they come into your home? Is probably any unpleasant odors. So if you have pets, especially, change that furnace filter. Sometimes what I like to do is spray a little bit of Lysol in the new filter, and that kind of really gets everything circulating through the system. And just make sure that the overall smell in every room is pleasant. Front entry, very important. Again, first impressions. Let's keep this going. So paint is literally your very, very best on investment, return on investment. What we see are returns of tenfold sometimes in painting the right things in the right colors. Paint your baseboards. A lot of folks neglect that those baseboards are often banged up and bruised up. Make sure you paint your baseboards, that hallway, that front entry in a nice neutral color. And finally, when you're done with that, again, perhaps you'll want to paint some of your bedrooms, but if you feel that everything is quite dated, that may not be the time. As the principal rooms is something that you should focus on. And last but not least, the best return on your investment is going to be cleaning. Ensure that you clean all surfaces. Instead of changing those kitchen cupboards, hey, clean those kitchen cupboards. Clean all vertical surfaces, all horizontal surfaces after you declutter. And if you have carpets, I'm assuming that you didn't mention what kind of flooring you have, but I assume you may have some carpets. That was a great time. I think for around $30 to $40, you can rent one of those great industrial steam vacs from Home Depot or from Lowe's or at your local hardware store. And they do a wonderful, wonderful job in revitalizing the carpets. Steam clean them, very, very little investment. Again, it will pull some of those odors out as well, and certainly make the house look a lot more appealing. A little bit of mechanical things that you can do that also go a long way. Fixing leaky taps, that really kind of communicates to the upkeep of the home. And change light bulbs. One of the things you're going to be doing when you're showing a home, you certainly want to turn on all the lights. A bright home is an inviting home. And as funny as that seems, why would I turn the lights on in the middle of the day? It is a lot more inviting. And you want to showcase some of the lights you potentially may have. They may very well be staying with the home, especially if you have pot lights. So ensure that all the light bulbs are functional and changed. And finally, lubricate those squeaky doors. Again, people opening up the door to your bathroom, opening up the door to the bedrooms, make sure those doors are well lubricated. A tiny, tiny little investment, which will go a long, long way for the potential buyers that come through the home. It seems like you've got things under control. I really wish you all the very best. And I hope, folks, that you've enjoyed these tips to make the most of your sale. And when you're ready to go, please visit us at Sign2web.com to get your web-enabled for sale sign working for you. That's SIGN2web.com. I'm Coach Marty Rygiel, and I thank you for listening to our video newsletter. If you have any questions, please email me at coach@sign2web.com. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you soon.
When it comes time to sell your home, car, boat, or RV, you could use the same old tired "For Sale by Owner" sign, or sell easier and faster with the evolved Sign2web.com solution. Showcase your sale with photos and details, empower your purchasers to buy with confidence, and eliminate all of those frustrating calls. Best of all, you can track your results online and negotiate your very best offer using the built-in sales tools. With one purchase price, no usage or renewal fees, you can reuse your web-enabled sign to sell your boat today, car tomorrow, and house next year.